In today's video, I'm going to be building a mini hydro dam. Our first step is to design the hydro dam. Now, I used Tinkercad to design my model. As you can see here, we have a bit of a road going over a little stream that's coming in. Now that water is going to flow over the top and into this little tank here. That tank is going to lead the water to a tube, and that's going to go through a turbine that we're going to generate electricity from that. And then we'll dump the water back into the river. Our second step is to actually build the water chute. So we're going to have to divert the water away from the tank while we're actually building the tank, because right now it's obviously not built yet. So that's obviously a very important step. As you can see here, I'm using a bit of old metal roofing and just basically hammering it into a basic U shape. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it should do. This is only a temporary solution to my problem, and I might make a more effective one in the future, but for the moment, I'll just be doing this. Bit of a rough job, but I think it should work. My next step is to actually build supports for the chute, and in this case I'm going to be using a pallet because it's very sturdy and they're pretty cheap. You can get them pretty easily. As you can see, I'm actually using a chainsaw to cut it. I'm just doing a bit of a rough job. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have to basically, just get it to work. So as you can see, one of the pallet parts is actually smaller than the other one, and this is because we want a slope on the chute. So as you can see here, while I'm putting everything together, there's a bit of a slope going downward, so the water will flow nicely. Here I'm just putting some supports in because we can't just have these pallets just standing up the water. So as you can see, we just have 2 diagonal supports and then 2 horizontal supports. So this is obviously very important for the chute. Okay, so looking at this next video here, you can see I just took the chute off, and I'll be transporting this support down to the river using a lawnmower tractor. Okay, with that complete, I'm gonna actually start building the first temporary dam. So what I have to do is I have to divert the water to the left side so it's gonna flow over out of my way, and then I'm going to build this chute on the right side of the river. This is very important so that this dam is very important so that I can actually work without water flowing over my head while I put the temporary chute in. So this is the first temporary dam out of 3 that I'm going to build. My fourth step is actually installing the temporary water chute. So as you can see here, the water's flowing nicely to the right. It's not perfect. It's just a basic job just to kind of keep the water flowing and just keep it going nicely. Me and my brother, we just brought the support in here. Bit of work because the water is actually pretty deep there, and we just threw the support in. So our next step was actually to look at the support and kind of check out the terrain, just kind of see where we should put it. As you can see, we're moving it around, and we just, in the end, we decided that we had to put it on the left. We also realized that the support is actually floating, which meant that we actually have to hold it down with some rocks. So that meant bringing down another 300 pounds of rocks, a chainsaw, wood, and nails. So that was a lot of work. As you can see here, we're bringing the boards down, just cutting the boards up on top of the bridge and bringing them down. We're basically going to nail these boards across the support, and then we're going to be putting some bricks on top just to hold it underwater temporarily. So as you can see, I'm just getting a few nails in there. We're putting the supports in. And then you can see here, I'm just bringing some bricks down, and now you can see that the support is underwater. Well, our next step is actually to screw the chute into the supporter. This is very important because we want to make sure that when the water is diverted into the chute is not carried away with the stream. Okay, well, our next step is actually to redivert the water into the chute. We're using, again, the same bricks that we used to divert the water in the beginning, except this time we're actually going to be putting cloth underneath the bricks and this cloth is it's basically going to seal all the cracks in the concrete so that we get a nice smooth flow into the chute. Well, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. We're going to have another 3 videos on actually building this hydro dam. This is obviously the first step, but I'm very excited to continue making these videos for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot.